What is this? This is Spectrum here. Welcome back to another episode of, Divine Speaker demo. I mean, it's been more than a week. I'm sorry about that, by the way. But in case you guys don't know already, which I think I mentioned on my Twitter, if I remember correctly. I think I mentioned on Twitter. I'm not sure if I did on Instagram, but I did start a new job. I started exactly on Monday. So yeah, about 4 or 5 days ago, pretty much. The whole process started since last week, though, I guess. So I mean, it wasn't much. It was kind of like a, what do you call it, like a pre-interview type stuff. Like I did a couple of those. Well, specifically only one of them, but it was like the interview. Then there was a second interview, and then the first day, which was pretty much just like a lecture, if you will, for the most part. Just understand what the company is, the values, forms, all that jazz, and then and then technically I guess I started on Wednesday. Well, I guess technically I started on Monday, but my first big work day was a couple days ago, and I have another one today. But so anyways, in case you're wondering, I got a job, so that's nice. It's a seasonal job, but you know what, it is what it is, and especially now, right, it's kind of important to have, I would say. So I literally put a lot of my time and my mental like stuff into that, pretty much, rather than making videos. However, again, once I get more comfortable, I'm sure I'll start like putting in like schedules for the most part. But for now, I'm just gonna make some videos for you guys, so you guys can be set up for the weekend, starting with this one, which is Divine Speaker. And anyways, it's gonna be weird for anyone who watches, like, wait, why is he talking about this now? It's one of those things where it's like you go through the playlist so quickly. I'm sure you know what I mean. But anyways, we're here with another episode of Divine Speaker. It's not gonna be a long episode, so I think we should go ahead and get started because I got things to do tonight. But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on some more Divine Speakers, shall we? Yeah, I know. After all of that, I felt so worn down, and I ain't even started work yet. But no, my mouth and throat were dry, and the adrenaline was only beginning to leave my system. If he says the edge of the force is close, then sure, the edge of the force is close, and I have no energy to argue. If it means I can sit down for a minute, he can tell me anything. We left the area, following Fawn back to where he came.
So, what were they doing out here?
I mean, obviously they don't live in Aurelia Cavella. I'll never say it right. Aurelia Cavella. Anyways, you know what I mean.
They seemed like a band of thieves.
And not very good ones.
Yeah, they're no Robin Hoods, if you will.
As for
Terrible
why
joke.
they were out here, I'm not sure. This is the first time I've been this far.
Wait, this is the first time you've been here and yet you're leading us so confidently? See, he's full of shit. He's been leading us in circles the entire time.
No, I definitely know that this is the right way.
I mean, obviously he doesn't interact with people, so come on, you gotta cut him some slack. I mean, of course Fawn's never gonna go this far because he knows people are here. And Fawn's the type of person who kind of avoids people. Well, maybe not purposely avoid. Well, purposely avoids, yes, but he's not a bad person. There's not like a reason why. At least we don't think yet, but I don't know. You know, we don't know. He could just like turn into a werewolf at night or something. That for all we know. I mean, that's absurd. Anyways,
My friends told me to go this way.
Friends?
fantastic. Just when I was thinking that Leos need another reason to tease Fawn.
Wait,
My friends. The animals that live with me.
Lived with you?
The animals that lived with me. They helped me out.
Oh, they helped you.
Oh no.
Of course they did. Did they cook and clean for you as well? Dress you and bathe you?
What? No, of course not. They mostly just kept me company. I made sure they were safe, and they did the same for me.
Oh.
And sometimes they'd lead me places.
Ugh.
We're a family, and we look out for each other. At least, we did. I wish I could introduce you to them. I just hope they're okay.
The modern day Snow White over here. You just hear his voice, and then everyone's gonna come. To be honest, that's like almost every Disney princess, though. Am I like legitimately think about it? I mean, even the imaginary ones, if you will, the imaginary, like Alice in Wonderland. But she's not a princess technically, is she? I'm trying to remember. Is she officially part of like the princess? Like, because Disney, in case you don't know, Disney actually does have like a princess, like, they have like princess ceremonies and such, and like inductions and all that, like official stuff, whether a Disney princess or not. I'm trying to remember, is Alice a Disney princess? I don't think she is, now I think about it. I mean, technically she isn't, so why would I think that? Because I think Pocahontas is, and she's not a princess as well, I guess. But there's some weird ones, you know? It's one of those things. Like even Elsa, for example, I think she's part of the princess line, even though technically she's not a princess. She's a queen, but she was a princess when she was a little girl. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's kind of like it doesn't really matter, is what I'm saying. But I'm trying to think about it. It's like, do all of them talk to animals? Because I know Wreck-It Ralph made fun of that, but it's kind of true. By far the best scene in that movie, by the way. Freaking love that scene.
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing?
You're telling me we're following you around because a bunch of animals told you this was the right way. Are you insane? Are you actually so out of your mind you think that sounds reasonable?
Leave Fawn alone. We'll agree with Leo slated on. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like Leo. He's actually amazing. I actually low-key really like him because his personality shines, you know? He's an awesome character. It's hard not to say Leo's is right, but Fawn's too adorable to say no to. Leave Fawn alone.
Leos, be nice.
Did you not hear him? He talks to animals.
Yeah, they call him Dr. Doolittle. Okay, I need to stop.
I heard what he said. Let's just drop it.
Drop it? Do you want to be wandering in circles for the rest of our lives? This is insane.
Seriously, stop it.
Pipsqueak is probably doing this on purpose, taking us out into the middle of nowhere to eat us or something.
Do you say eat us or yeet us? I mean, same thing practically, just whether or not he consumes us, I guess, but...
Shut up! Will you just leave him alone? All you do is constantly try to push him down and make him feel bad. He's done nothing to lose my trust. But what about you? You were hired to kill me. But you expect me to trust everything you said over someone who's only trying to help? Just be quiet and keep walking.
God, even Leos was like, God damn.
Fawn, you said we were close now?
Yeah. It shouldn't be much farther now.
Great. You're both delusional then. I'm so glad neither of you are so worried about this situation.
Of course I'm worried. But what else can we do?
That's a good point.
Be careful here.
The greenery around us gradually shifted to gravel and rubble. Ahead of us, the trees are becoming thinner.
This is it.
It?
The edge of the forest.
We snuck closer to the light that beamed in front of the other side of the trees. With every step, I could feel my heartbeat becoming heavier. What is this? I held my breath and took the final step out of the tree line. Oh, and look at that. We have another city here. Totally not surprising. Golly, that's how brainwashed it is. But I'm curious. Like, I'm assuming there's some higher ups, if you know what I mean, in Aurelia Cavella that know about this, know about other cities and such. Because, like, there's no way they could be, like, living or sustain living, if you will, with just their community. You know, they needed like trade and gather things, you know, trade and services and such, and products from other lands and other cities, because there's just no way, logically it's impossible, for the most part, especially, yeah, because every region's different. But anyways, I wonder if, like, again, the speaker can't be the only one who probably knows about this, you know? I guess we'll see.
There. That's the coastal city of Stagwitch.
Stagwitch? Ah. Stagwitch is that's a small seaside town? God damn, it looks like a city to me, but a small city, I would say, but Stagwitch is a small seaside town not from Aurelia Cavella. The people are friendly and honest and used to traders and visitors passing through. Yeah, their markets had some of the most fresh and delicious seafood in the world. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh yeah, return. I dropped to my knees, the rocks crunching under my weight. Past the tree line, the sun was setting a brilliant shade of yellow over the sprawled out contents below. Large, rocky structures, water that goes on forever. A city? A city?
Fawn, you weren't lying? You aren't crazy after all?
Of course he's not.
Did you really think I was? I wouldn't lie to you.
The town wrapped around the coastline, and lanterns around it were slowly flickering to life as the sun descended further and further into the water.
Everything I know, everything we've been taught, was a lie?
The view made me dizzy. I had to hold the ground in place just to feel secure.
This can't be true. What the speaker says isn't a lie. He has no reason to lie to us.
You sure about that? That's right, the speaker. He wouldn't lie about something like this.
Maybe he just doesn't know?
A slight wind blew my hair around, so I tucked some locks behind my hair. It was cold, cooler than at home.
Well, hiding the outside world seems like a difficult thing to do. It could be an accident, but...
Then, everything you said about not coming from Aurelia Cavella, about the towns surrounding here, they were true as well?
Of course. I've never lied to you. I've never even seen Aurelia Cavella. I barely knew it existed.
Ooh, that's another possibility. I'm thinking from the Aurelia Cavella's point of view, you know? Where it's like, I'm seeing it how the people in that town see it, I guess. But I need to look at it from a different perspective. Let's say like from Stagwitch, for example, and the other cities. Like, what if Stagwitch and like the cities outside of Aurelia Cavella don't know at all about Aurelia Cavella, if that makes any sense? Like, they know they know the other cities and towns and such, but they don't know about that one in particular. Kind of like how the well, to a degree, a quick spoiler, like in the movie The Village, for example, where again, like, they don't know about that small city except for, I guess, certain government officials, I guess, if that makes any sense. Because I think, I'm not sure if it was hinted on to me, I haven't seen it in forever, but I wonder if it's kind of like that, where the common folk, if you will, and like, I guess, yeah, it's pretty much just the common folk know or don't know about that village. However, everyone else, like, I mean, when I say everyone else, I mean like the higher ups, like the higher ups actually know about it and don't mess with it because of reasons. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. You know how I am. I just do this. But I crawled closer to the edge of the cliff. Vaughn and Leo sat down beside me.
There's so much water. I've never seen so much. Does it go out forever?
Kind of.
It's the ocean. It goes until it hits another block of land. There are other cities across it as well.
The water glistened in the fading light. It was beautiful. Beautiful, but something about it made me feel sad. The more I looked on the fantastical landscape that went as far as I could see, the more lost I felt. Attack on Titan 2.0 right here. Oh, that could be another reference. How come I didn't think of that one? I don't know. Anyways, my whole life, I would have never known.
And what are those giant rocks?
The mountains?
Did someone build them? They're huge.
No, they're natural. Like the ocean and the forests and everything around us.
I see.
My arm throbbed numbly. I could feel the markings buzz like they were alive. We sat for a while just taking it all in.
Maybe. Does fate not exist after all? My life should be quiet, uneventful. Here I am. My judgment wasn't anything like this.
The speaker is always right. Everything he says comes true.
He looked up upon the land below us, a worried expression on his face. He wasn't even convincing himself.
Maybe that's because you all do what he tells you to. I believe in destiny, but I also believe that fate is what you make of it. You can become anything. I don't know him, but just because he tells you one thing doesn't mean you can't live your life how you want to.
Fate isn't absolute?
That's what I think. Your hard work and effort are the things that determine whether your fate comes true or not.
Yep. I just finished it too recently, but yeah, it's like My Hero Academia. Yeah, that was on my to-watch list for a couple years now. And I finally got to it, so that's nice. But yeah, I mean, Fawn's right, especially if you guys seen it, you know what I'm talking about when it came to what's his name? Overdrive? Is that what was the villain's name? When it came to that Overdrive route or Overturn, I forgot his name, but yeah, on that route in particular, or that storyline, I should say, yeah, that's 100% true though. I would assume, at least, you know, assuming that fate is real, but you know what I mean.
I've never thought about it like that.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Is this actually real?
Looks like it.
No one else from home has ever thought to look out here?
I guess not.
There's not much I can say. What do you say when everything you ever been told was wrong? I looked at Fawn. He said he would guide us to the edge of the forest and Leos and I could search for help, but...
Fawn?
If it's okay with you, I'd like to come with you.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Going back now wouldn't be safe. Plus, it'd be a little lonely.
Aww. His cheeks and the tip of his ears turned red again.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I smiled at him. I can't imagine going any further without his help.
I might not be very useful, but
Oh,
thank you.
don't say that. You're extremely useful.
You're not as useless as I thought after all.
Leos reached over and ruffled Fawn's hair.
Thank you, I think.
I just noticed the ruffling hairs and everything, but let's be real. I mean, it is a BL game after all, so it kind of makes sense. I'm surprised they're just not putting their hands in the ab area and just like, you're not so bad after all, Fawn. You're not so bad after all, Leos. Okay, anyways, terrible all around. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like half asleep here, it feels like. I looked over the horizon, then back at the two that sat next to me.
You guys, thanks. I'd probably be dead by now if it weren't for the two of you.
Damn right you would be. I think I'll have to teach you how to hold a weapon at the very least.
Hey, then again, I could also been dead because of them. Oh well, maybe my emotions are taking over my common sense right now.
Should we start climbing down then? It'll be dark soon.
Good idea.
We all scrambled to our feet and started to descend down the rocky slope. I kept an eye on Leos though. Despite how he acts, he is actually still injured.
Do you need a hand?
From someone like you, no thanks.
What happened to the nice Leos from a few minutes ago?
Oh, I don't know him, sorry.
The sun slowly set over the wide ocean as we made our way down the slope and towards the town in front of us. Ooh, the cool thing here is that we're going to find out more about, well, not only about Stagwitch in general, but we're also going to find out if the people of Stagwitch even know about Aurelia Cavella, because that would help, you know, talk about my theory, whether or not, like, they're being kept in secret and on purpose, or it's one of those things where, like, people legitimately just don't know about it, if that makes any sense, and they've always been isolated. That could also be a possibility. Another example would be like Wonder Woman, for example. There might be like a spell or something that disguises the whole place. What was it called? The Amazon place they live at. I forgot, but it's in Wonder Woman. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it right now. Unfortunately, we do have to stop it here. Like I said, it was going to be a shorter episode, but we got something cool to watch over this, so that's cool as we find out the truth. But anyways, I will see you with some room number 9 later on, so stay tuned for that. When I say later on, maybe tomorrow or 2 days from now, we'll see. Just kind of depends on how everything goes and how tired I am. But yeah, so expect some more room number 9 as we're going to go on to another ending. I'm not sure if going through the whole game again on another route is worth it, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to figure out which ending I got in particular first before I do that. So I need to figure that out, which is why I said it might be a day or two till the next episode comes out for room number 9. Or should I say the next ending? But look forward to that. We're going to completely finish room number 9. Don't know which route we're going to choose yet. I think we might just go through A through E type of thing, but we'll see. I think there's 5 endings. But anyways, other than that, thank you awesomes for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. See if we can get 1,000 subscribers before October ends. That'd be amazing. And of course, like this video if you did enjoy. And you can also check out Divine Speaker demo in the link in the description box down below. And of course, follow me on all my social media sites also in the description box down below. Anyways, thank you awesomes for watching. I'll see you later, okay? Love you, and don't forget to stay awesome.